Hi there. I am doing another video today. This is day 3, I believe, of doing my Christmas painting project starring It's a Wonderful Life. So this is the Christmas film I have chosen. It's an open collab from another art channel. So I will put the information more so below in the description bar, but for today's video, I'm just going to start painting in the clothing and the hair. And then I think for the remaining video, which will be, I think, the actual video that I will collab with the other art channel. Sounds kind of confusing. Anyways, that will be the concluding piece. So I will post one last video in this series, which will be the Friday, which will be in time for the collab. But in the meantime, today I'm gonna focus on the clothes and the hair. So yesterday I did like the backdrop and the moon. The moon has a lot of texture to it. But I'm kind of hoping once my two main co-stars here of It's Wonderful Life are painted in, it'll just give the picture that much more life. Alrighty. So as I said, I am going to start off with painting the hair on the two main characters this evening and filling in their clothing. I'll worry about skin tone and the remainder of the picture in the next video. And I'm starting off with two colors here. I have a really dark blue that is not exactly an ultramarine blue, but I'm going to use it as it is, having it acting in place of an ultramarine blue. And I have burnt umber, and that is going to be the color for him, just to start. So I have started in with my dark blue here, and I'm going to be mixing a lot of different colors for their hair as well as pretty much any other type of feature in doing portraits is comprised of many different colors. So I'm kind of hoping once everything is said and done, it actually kind of makes sense. And now I'm just adding the burnt umber in some areas. Okay, and then I'm going to add a few more colors. Okay, so now he is done. I don't know if my iPhone can pick it up, but there's like a lot of different color mixes in there, but it probably looks black. But there is a lot of color layering that I tried to put in there just to kind of bring his hair to life a little bit. I'm kind of hoping in the final portrait that it comes across a little bit clearer, but alas, I think that's it for now. And I'm gonna move on to Madam here. And I'm definitely gonna play with a lot more different colors with her. So I'm definitely gonna use a lot more brown tones. And I'll try to see if I can bring it to life. Now I've started on Mary's hair. And starting off with the first base color, which is just your basic garden variety acrylic brown. Now there's a lot more highlighting with her hair, going by the original reference picture that I'm looking at for It's a Wonderful Life. So I'm just trying to do the strokes going in the same direction as best as I can. And I'm gonna let it dry. And then go back with a darker brown and hope that I can start to create dimension with it. All right, so I'm going back in with burnt umber or just a darker brown. And I'm going to try to do it in the same direction of strokes that I did the previous brown. And just try to add some dimension here. As best as I can. Okay, so I've added another layer, and then I'm going to go in with even a lighter brown, and I'll probably mix it with like a yellow ochre, or just like a lighter base, and see if I can start to add some of the highlighting piece to it. And I'll show you how that looks like when it's all done. So I finished up with Mary's hair, and now I'm just starting to paint in the skin tone. Earlier in the video I said I was gonna do the hair and clothing, but as it stands, I changed my mind. I tend to do that a lot. So now I'm just going to start painting in the skin tone, and Mary has a lot of different shades, at least from the reference picture that I'm looking at. You can see my iPad screen there. So just trying to mix that in. So I'm using yellow ochre and burnt sienna, and then just adding white. So I mix those two colors first, the burnt sienna and the ochre, the yellow ochre, and then depending on the amount of pigment I want, I use some white, and then I just continue shading down until I get close to what I'm looking for. And if I wanted to go in the other direction color-wise, I would add black after mixing these two together, just to darken the skin tone a bit. So this one is a little bit more ivory. I'll see how that looks on her. Okay, and I went ahead and I have painted in two co-stars' faces, so Mary and George. I've started to paint in their skin tone, added a little bit of undertone as well, because there's a lot of shading work there. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that for today, and for Friday, I will post the final video with the entire look completed for this Christmas project challenge. So thank you for watching today. Hope you found it interesting, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.